It's a sporting tradition unlike any other in Western Canada. For over half a century, the Bedford Road Invitational Tournament has been a premier showcase of top local, national, and international basketball talent. The tradition returns in 2025 with BRIT 55. This year, 12 high school teams from across Canada compete to add their names to the trophy. Stay tuned for live coverage right now on Rogers TV.
The 55th installment of the Bedford Road Invitational Tournament live on Rogers TV. Good evening from Saskatoon, everybody. I'm Simon Hyatt. So happy to be joined by Davis Humbert. We're going to bring you a great doubleheader of high school basketball tonight. Coming up in about an hour and a half, we will have the championship final at BRIT 55. It will be Saskatoon's Holy Cross Crusaders looking for their fourth ever Bedford Road Invitational Tournament title, and they will be taking on St. Francis Xavier, an extremely talented team out of Edmonton, Alberta. But up first, we've got the third place final, and this one actually features the defending champions, the Walter Murray Marauders. They will be taking on West Vancouver. And Davis, this isn't the game anyone necessarily wants to be playing, and these are two teams that came in with championship aspirations, but still a lot to play for tonight. You want to leave on a good note, and you want to leave with some hardware, right?
Absolutely, right? No one wants to really play in the 7:30 game. Everyone's going for the last game of the night, but being here 7:30, we got two powerhouse teams, obviously from BC and from Saskatoon. This could feel like a final to us, and if you're tuning in, like, this is going to be some high-intensity basketball. I'm excited.
If the temperature in the gym is any indication, yeah, that's right. We're at a fever pitch, folks. It is toasty here, and it wouldn't be BRIT if it weren't toasty. Just about ready to tip things off in the third place final. Going to turn things over to our public address announcer, Jordy Houghton, as he introduces the starting lineups for Walter Murray and West Vancouver.
Starting at guard for the Marauders, a 6-foot grade 11, number 1, Zach Hattie. And for the 6-foot grade 12, number 2, Faisal Wahadi. And for the 6-foot grade 12, number 3, Nikolai Kiplich. And for the 6-foot grade 11, number 5, Mateo Gutierrez. And starting at guard is 6-foot grade 11, number 10. The coaches for the Walter Murray Marauders are Mr. Scott Foley, Mr. Zach Barnes, and Mr. Mark McDonald. And now let's meet the starting lineups for the West Vancouver Highlanders. At point guard, a 6'1", grade 12, number 5, Calvin Kuzik. At forward, a 6'4", grade 12, number 8, Jake Greenwood. At forward, a 6'9", grade 12, number 10, Luis Lara Alvarez. At guard, a 6-foot, grade 11, number 13, Chili Lipscomb. And starting at guard, a 6'3", grade 12, number 14, Callum LaPrairie. The head coach of the West Vancouver Highlanders is Mr. Paul Everhart, assisted by Mr. Phil Kuzik. The officials for this BRIT third place game are Brian Linston and Roger Corpus. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's play BRIT basketball.
Indeed, let's play some BRIT basketball. Thanks, Jordy Houghton, and thanks as always to the great staff, students, the volunteers, the whole crew here at Bedford Road. I'm excited. Simon Hyatt along with Davis Humbert. So happy to once again be bringing you some BRIT basketball live on Rogers TV and across the interwebs. Thank you for tuning in, wherever you happen to be joining us from. Walter Murray against West Vancouver. Walter Murray wearing the gray uniforms. They will be heading screen right. It's West Van controlling the opening tip. Controlling things for West Van, Calvin Kuzik, outstanding player. Averages about 30 points a night, and he's got the first basket of the game. Calvin Kuzik with the easy lay-in.
I'll be looking for Kuzik to score a good amount tonight. He's a good ball handler, floor general for West Van.
This is Isaac Larson now over to Faisal Mahadi. It's going to be a long distance shot for Isaac Larson from the Walter Murray Marauders. That one off the mark. Out of bounds, back over to West Van, just underway in Saskatoon. Winner of this one takes home those bronze medals. Again, as we alluded to at the top, not necessarily the hardware you want to leave with, but a lot to play for in this third place final. Certainly when you've got a Saskatoon team playing on Saturday night, the gym is packed, and that's certainly the case here tonight. Good job to get in there and knock it away. West Van able to keep it alive. Battle for the loose ball now, coming away with it. Nikolai Kivrich leads to the quick take on the other end. That one won't go for Mahadi. Walter Murray still looking for their first points.
Watch from Murray tonight. They're not afraid to shoot the three, and they will shoot at a clip unlike any other team.
This is Kuzik working it around on the perimeter. Now attacking inside, back out into the hands of Jake Greenwood. Jake Greenwood from the corner for three. Early 5-0 lead for West Van. Zach Hawley, nice little shake and bake, but he gets the shot blocked from behind. Good defense there. Chile Lipscomb getting in there to deny the shot.
I think if West Van has any scouting report, it is to watch number one 24/7 all the time.
Zach Hawley was the MVP of last year's Bedford Road Invitational Tournament. Was an They'll come from the hands of Isaac Larson.
First one down, deep breath. Here we go.
Well, always love to break that seal after struggling for the first couple of minutes to find anything, to get anything to drop. And now it's Walter Murray forcing another turnover. They'll head back on the run. Mahadi will drive. He gets the first shot blocked. More good defense down low. But then West Van can't keep it alive. Cound Prairie tried to chase it down, but it will stay with Walter Murray. 14 on the shot clock. Hawley to inbounds. Down low, Mateo Gadir goes up, draws the foul. He'll head to the free throw line. Looks like it's going to go on Jake Greenwood.
It's a quick timeout by West Van. Coach is not liking what he sees. Just a little over 2 minutes in the game. He wants to regroup. I'd say this West Van team is super strong. They got height, they got good guards. Not incredibly deep on their bench, so picking up those early fouls, probably want to make a quick adjustment.
Yeah, that was something I really noticed in watching this afternoon's games, Davis. Coach doesn't really go too deep into his bench. It's kind of the five guys there.
To play a lot of their guys. As they play in Saskatoon, they get up to a lot of good leads as they win a lot of games. So I would take the depth on Murray over the depth in West Van, but once again, haven't seen West Van play a lot this weekend, but I've been liking what I've been seeing so far.
One thing we should mention, if you're looking for number 11, Attila Vidi from West Van, I believe he's not actually dressed tonight. He got thrown out of the game this afternoon, got a couple of technicals, and ended up kicking a chair over in the on the bench for West Van. So it looks like I don't see him dressed. I don't think were you saying he's scratched?
I would say he's scratched, yeah. Maybe got to check an injury for that right calf maybe, or the right shin.
Couple of free throws for Mateo Gadir. That'll tie things up at 5. Again, if you're unfamiliar with the BRIT format, it is 8-minute quarters here at the Bedford Road Invitational Tournament. These games fly by. Just over 5.5 remaining here in the opening stanza in this third place final. Good ball movement by West Van. Kuzik can't finish it. Wrestling for the loose ball, getting in there was Luis Lara Alvarez battling against Mateo Gadir, and it's going to be Alvarez picking up his first foul.
I don't think you're winning a jumping contest with him, so
he's a
box out's probably
big
right fella.
Yeah, Alvarez 6'9", Zach Hawley, his first points. Can't imagine there's been too many times this season when Zach Hawley's the third Marauder to get his name into the score sheet. He kind of scores it well. Outstanding player. Kuzik's shot won't go. Another rebound for the big man Alvarez down low. Faisal Mahadi going to pick up the foul for Walter Murray. Zach Hawley, the son of head coach of the Walter Murray Marauders, Scott Hawley. Nice running take here for Kuzik.
Such a dual threat of Alvarez being able to obviously go inside, grab rebounds, finish, but being able to have a confident shot from the three-point line, that is such a threat you have to guard inside out.
Jordan Jessup. Now we are seeing a little bit more of that West Van bench depth. I don't think Jessup played this afternoon. Alvarez will put up a shot. Nice touch for the big man from outside.
There you go.
Obviously has shown a willingness to shoot during this tournament. Got a 6'9" guy who can shoot. He'll take that. Zach Hawley with the answer on the other end. A big dunk.
Just like we talked about before, up and down.
Yeah. Now the game finding its groove a little bit. Kuzik, marked by Mahadi. So we hit the 6-minute mark. Kuzik will pull back for the long shot. That one no good. Hawley there to pull it down. Should say Zach Hawley, 'cause we got a couple of them out there. And as I say that, Andrew has been subbed out. Alvarez again on the outside. Passes on the shot this time. Tries to spin his way through though. Mahadi there to knock it away. Long distance pass well read by Jake Greenwood. He picks it off. All knotted up at 19. Greenwood over to set a bit of a screen. Murray with the switch. Kuzik will pick up the dribble, put up the long jumper. That one no good. No one there to grab the loose ball. Greenwood just able to track it down. Open take. Jordan Jessup for three.
That is an interesting looking shot. Don't think I really saw his feet leave the ground, but if it's in, it's in.
Larson outside to Hawley. He looks like he wants to go one-on-one. No, he'll kick it. That shot from the far corner. No good. Second chance for Walter Murray. That one hits for Nikolai Kivrich.
You think they practice shooting?
If I know Scott Hawley, this is a team that practices its shooting. Alvarez's shot from distance, no good. Greenwood ends up on the floor. He's able to get back up and rejoin the play. Good ball movement once again. Running floater won't drop for Mahadi. Second chance for Walter Murray. High off the glass and in for Zach Mokaruk.
Shots aren't falling for Mahadi right now, but he'll get going and he's making other guys look really good too.
Murray leads by 2. It'll remain that way as Kuzik's shot rims out. He's gone a little bit cold. Substitutions on both sides. Chili Lips come back in for West Van. Moad Adagari in for Walter Murray, as well as Nikolai Kivrich. Murray with the ball in the lead. Hawley looking to attack. Gets it back to Adagari. Really nice move to blow by his man. He spins it home. Lead 4 for the Marauders.
It's a strong take.
Kuzik draws the contact. Mahadi will pick up his second foul.
I think the main question a lot of teams have been asking, especially me, myself, coaching high school basketball, is how do you stop Zach Hawley?
Yeah.
So going through a couple different guys cycling through from West Van trying to guard him. Obviously, it's the first time they've seen him this year. He can take it to you on the floor. He can shoot the three. A lot of different teams have tried a lot of different things. I think St. FX this afternoon did a very good job of guarding him, and he was missing some tough contested shots, but they're doing a decent job tonight. But number 13 has been tasked with that right now. I don't envy him.
Yeah, I was going to ask when you said the question you have to answer is how do you stop Zach Hawley? Have you come up with an answer, Davis?
Well, obviously no answer there, but yeah, obviously I think you need to put attention of one guy face guarding, and then all other four eyes have to be focused on him as well. But it's tough. You take away one, then you got Mahadi, and then you have the rest of the Murray lineup just raining threes on you. It's an ongoing debate of how to stop this Murray team. It's like the five-headed snake. You chop off one head, and then there's four ready to go, and it's hard.
Unofficially, Zach Hawley up to 13 points on the game here with 3.5 minutes to go in the second quarter of play. Certainly seems to be on his way to another all-star honor, you would have to think, Davis.
Absolutely.
Interesting with Zach, we mentioned his dad's the coach, his brother Andrew's on the team as well, the only grade 10 player on this team. They've got another younger brother potentially on the way as well. Always interesting when you get that family dynamic on a team. I mean, you can identify with this a little bit. I mean, there are few names in Saskatoon basketball more associated with basketball than that of Humbert. Obviously, lots of folks who know basketball in Saskatchewan know your last name well. It's always interesting when you're being associated with that name. You're probably, oh wow, is he as good as Jill was? I don't know. It's always interesting, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's an amazing family. I'm so proud to be a part of with Jill, Maddie, Riley, and yeah, obviously my sister being a volleyball player too. It was fun to learn the game of volleyball as well.
Great rebound there. Mateo Gadir coming down with it. Walter Murray trying to add to their 4-point lead. Yeah, a lot of legends over there on the other side of the river played at the University of Saskatchewan with Humbert on their back, including the gentleman sitting to my right. Alvarez back into the game for West Van. He'll replace Greenwood.
I believe with Mahadi too. I played against one of his older brothers, Ahmed, and then there was another one, Mo Mahadi, and I think there's a younger one, younger than Faisal as well. So yeah, the family connections through Murray, great basketball.
Shot from the corner won't go. The miss though lands right in the lap of Chili Lipscomb. He gets the easy putback following the miss from Jordan Jessup. So back to a 4-point Walter Murray lead, under 3 to go. First half of action from Bedford. Zach Hawley will put up the 3. That one no good. Second chance from distance for Murray, and this one hits the mark. Nikolai Kibrich. Lipscomb down low, and he's got a chance at a 3-point play the hard way as he draws contact, gets it to go, and will head to the free throw line. Again, substitutions both sides. Ryan Zhao in for his first shift wearing number 9 for West Van. Isaac Larson back in for the Walter Murray Marauders. He started the game for the Saskatoon team. Lipscomb can't complete the 3-point play, so still a lead of 5 for Walter Murray. This is Larson back up high to Hawley. Take from the outside, that one rims out for Larson. So back comes Kuzik. Kuzik unofficially with 8 points. He got off to a hot start in this one. Hasn't had a whole lot in the last few minutes. Chili Lipscomb, though, starting to heat up, living up to his first name. He's up to 8 points now, and a chance to make it 9 as he'll head to the free throw line. But before that can happen, we'll have a timeout.
That's a tough job he's got right now. He's guarding Hawley on the defensive side. He's going down. He's getting a couple and ones. He is going to be gassed right now.
Told you off the top that Walter Murray did not have that first round bye. They had to play on Thursday. They beat up on Seminaire St. Joseph out of Trois-Rivières in Quebec, 84-32. That was in game 4 of the tournament. Last night they beat Kildonan East out of Winnipeg in a thriller, 70-62 was the final in that one. And that set up their matchup with St. Francis Xavier out of Edmonton this afternoon. And that was a good game. I mean, folks, stay tuned for the final game. You're going to want to see St. FX play because they are an extremely deep, talented team. And, you know, Walter Murray hung right there with them, end up losing by 10, but certainly no shame in that. And as we mentioned, Walter Murray having to play an awful lot of basketball this week.
And like against St. FX too, like they are going to be one of the top teams in Alberta, if not number one right now.
Back out onto the floor following the Walter Murray timeout. Shelley Lipscomb to the free throw line. Again, West Van can't complete the three-point play. Ollie will direct traffic as he makes his way into the front court. He's going to spot up for the long two. That one no good. There for the rebound, Ryan Zhao. Kuzik controls. He'll look to attack. Now going to kick to the corner for Lipscomb. He might be feeling it. Instead, it's going to be Kuzik for three. All knotted up at 33. What more can you ask for in a third place final? That shot well off the mark for Nikolai Kivrich of Walter Murray. Kuzik again with space to shoot. This one just gets the front of the rim. Loose ball. Kivrich couldn't control it. West Van had it.
That's going to be an interesting call.
Yeah, I think the officials are going to get together and talk it over. It looked like possibly it could be a backcourt violation. What did you think, Davis?
Well, like Coach is saying, Coach Everhart is saying, it was tipped. So the possession would have changed there, so it would not be over and back. I think he's going to now talk through. It should still be West Van ball. And they're going to give it to West Van. Now the shot clock's going to be an interesting one now because with a backcourt violation, they blew it a little bit early. They're going to give him 14 seconds.
Or 22 perhaps, which is an interesting choice.
Oh, or 22. Well, there you go.
Not sure how you arrived at that, but
yeah.
But that is the situation. 1:22 to go in the first half of action in this third place final. All knotted up at 33, been close throughout. Kuzik, such a threat to shoot from outside, also so strong on the drive. Lipscomb will kick it back out high for Kuzik. Almost looks like a double dribble there. Spotting up, no good. Shot clock will expire. Back over to Walter Murray.
Kuzik looked like a carry there. Kind of had a bit of an Allen Iverson crossover hesitation.
It looked weird.
It did.
That's what I can tell you.
Did.
That's my professional basketball diagnosis. Something looked odd about that. Luckily for Walter Murray, as the saying goes, ball don't lie. They get the ball back. Back into the game, Faisal Mahadi, number 2. He's got the ball. He'll get it over to Larson. Now over to the corner for Hawley. He's going to kick it back up high. Mahadi thought about the shot from distance. Instead, he'll take a couple steps in. Mahadi kind of struggling to find it here in the first half of action, and he didn't even get rim on his attempt, so we'll go as back-to-back shot clock violations. A rare doubleheader. Don't often see that in basketball.
Yeah, even more rare this afternoon. Walter Murray scoring in the, I guess in the double digits. Normally I'm seeing Walter Murray scoring in the triple digits. St. FX holding them to a very low score.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do, right? 33 points with 20 seconds left. It's good defensive effort.
Absolutely. And again, a reminder, 8-minute quarters, so a couple minutes shorter than what these teams are used to in their regular season. Shot clock off, 12 seconds to go first half. Murray can hold for the last shot, trying to take the lead at the half. Going to be a long jumper. That one no good for Edegari. So now West Van with a chance, down to 2 seconds, running all the way. Kuzik as the buzzer sounds. What a take. I think he knew exactly how much time was on the clock as he gets that one to drop as the buzzer goes off. You can see Coach Hawley not happy with that for Walter Murray. So instead it's West Vancouver with a 2-point lead headed into halftime.
Such a tough one. You know, you get that stop, you pick them up, and you go into the locker room and you have probably a better mindset going in and that talk at halftime. Probably a bit of a get your butt in gear or see how we can adapt there. But it was a great first 16 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely the pace picked up in the second quarter after a little bit of a sluggish start to this one. 2-point West Van lead as the teams make their way to the locker room. Of course, one of the great traditions here at the Bedford Road Invitational Tournament, each and every game features some outstanding halftime entertainment, so we invite you to keep it right here as that will be taking place. Turn it back over to our public address announcer, Jordy Houghton.
This team is being potentials from grades 9 through 12, and they are excited to kick off.
Gotta sell my soul, cause I can't say no, no, I can't say no. Then my limbs are frozen, my eyes won't close, and I can't say no, I can't say no. Careful.
Make some noise for the Bedford Road Senior Hip Hop Team.
On our computer.
Next up, we welcome the Alumni All-Stars back to BRIT. This team is made up of Bedford Road and Tommy Douglas grads from 2013 to 2024. As you can see, they've continued their school colors blend. Former Bedford Palm coach and teacher Carolyn Parr-Hillstad coaches and choreographs this amazing team. Coming back to BRIT is an annual highlight. The team is coming off a first-place win earlier today at their first competition of the year. Now to share their new routine with us, please welcome Alumni Royals Palm.
There by the record machine, I knew he must have been about 17.
Make some noise for the Alumni Royals Palm.
We're going to a different playlist, timeouts. It's got way better stuff on it now. Yeah, Lose Yourself's probably on there, yeah.
I brought your mic back up just so I don't forget.
Okay.
Back live inside the Kelly Bowers Gymnasium at Bedford Road Collegiate. We've got a good one in our third place final between West Van and Saskatoon Walter Murray. West Van with a 2-point lead heading into the locker room at the half. Simon Hyatt, Davis Humber with you on the call tonight for a double header of basketball action. Should be a good one all night long. Very quickly, we'll give you the unofficial scoring leaders. No real surprise, Calvin Kuzik leading the way for West Vancouver. He's up to 15 points on the night. Chili Lipscomb had a really nice run in the second quarter there with 8 points. Zach Hawley leading the way for Walter Murray. He's got 13 again with my own highly unofficial statistics. I'm doing my best, folks. I'm no accountant. I'm doing what I can. Interesting, we were talking at halftime, Davis. One of the things that was interesting for Walter Murray, Faisal Mahadi just hasn't gotten going. He's really struggled to hit his shots, and if you're Walter Murray and head coach Scott Hawley, what are you going to do to try and get him going here in the second half?
Yeah, I think once the first three goes down, it's going to open up a ton. He's just playing a middle game right now of taking these middle floaters. He's either got to shoot the three or take it to the rim. But after he gets into his flow, I think he's just one more guy Murray needs to get going, and they can run.
Lipscomb passes inside to Greenwood. Back out high for Chili Lipscomb. That one just gets the front of the rim. Offensive rebound for Kuzik. He's there to put it back.
I think another thing for Mahadi too, even though he's not filling up the stat sheet right now on the offensive end, he's still doing so many good things on the defensive end, getting steals, rebounds.
Zach Hawley trying to carve his way through. Didn't quite have the angle. Lead remains 4 for West Van. Just underway, third quarter play in this third place final. Nice ball movement and a nice strong finish. Jake Greenwood leads 6. I believe that's the largest of the game for either side. Open look, that one won't drop for Kivrich. West Van doing a good job rebounding tonight, not giving Walter Murray too many second chances. Alvarez back outside for Kuzik, his shot off the mark. Kuzik ends up picking up his own miss, unable to put it away. Nice run here for West Van to start the third quarter. Now up to an 8-point lead. Dribbling into traffic is Hawley. It's going to be a tie-up. Possession arrow favoring Walter Murray. Hawley's certainly the kind of player who can put a team on his back, and we've seen that from him and the Walter Murray Marauders during his 3-year high school career. Here he is on the wing. He goes cross court, open look for Gadir. That one goes off the glass, not in though. Kuzik pushing ahead for Alvarez. Alvarez on the break.
That's great eyesight.
Alvarez up to 7 points on the night. All of a sudden a 10-point advantage for West Van. Hawley will draw contact on the little jumper. Murray looking for their first points in the second half. 8-0 run out of the locker room. Moss in for Walter Murray. Jack Wong in for West Van. His first shift wearing number 15. Hawley hits the front. So finally Walter Murray, after a couple minutes of play, has their first point of the third quarter. Hawley will hit them both. Among the many things he does very well, he's an excellent free throw shooter. Good read there, although maybe more of a sloppy pass as Walter Murray comes away with that one. This is the guy we had talked about, Mahadi. Maybe they need to get him going. Nice touch though. Isaac Larson hits for 3. Pulls Murray within 5 points. Just over 5.5 to go here in the third quarter. Callum LaPrairie controls for West Van. Now Kuzik. Bit of a screen from Wong. Kuzik will put it up from distance. Hand in his face. Good defense. Wong able to track down the loose ball rebound. Works it across the court. Open take. That one no good for LaPrairie. Another chance possibly for West Van. Still to get a foul called.
West Van's just been doing such a good job of getting those second and third chances. I think whenever you have a 6'9" guy, I had a coach that always told me sometimes a shot is as good as a pass. And if you're passing it to the rim, there's a good chance he's going to pull it down.
Absolutely. Isaac Larson picking up his second foul of the game for Murray. Nice move by Kuzik. He's up to 21 points on the night.
How lucky you'd be to have a guy like Kuzik on your team. Left hand, right hand dribbling.
Yeah.
He is such a
No
strong
kidding.
guard. And pushing in transition.
Mahadi's woes continue. He can't finish. But now he's got a chance for the lay-in. Fast break. I have the feeling as he was going up, it was like, oh God, don't rim out, oh no.
You can see the deep breath, shoulders go down. Okay, there's 2. Let's play.
Mahadi on the score sheet. Pulls Walter Murray within 5 points. 4.5 to go, third quarter. Again, a bit of a sloppy play from West Van. Back-to-back instances of that. Something we haven't seen a lot from them during this tournament. It leads to the 3-point take. Isaac Larson. So a slow start to the third quarter for Murray. But now within 2 as we approach the midpoint of this third quarter. LaPrairie, now Wong. Kuzik down to 3 on the shot clock. He's going to put it up, just gets the side of the rim. Once again, going to be Mahadi on the run. He'll kick it out to the side. Open take for Kivrich. He hits for 3.
Sometimes you ask yourself with Murray, is a layup or a 3-pointer better? Probably similar in percentages.
Yeah, exactly. They're embracing that NBA style of play. Just as happy to take threes. The lead now 1 for Walter Murray after they had fallen behind by double digits just moments ago. Wong can't get that to go. Second chance for West Van underneath. And Wong drawing the foul.
Foul charge to Darius Moss. His first.
Wong looking for his first points of the night. Darius Moss, the guilty party for Walter Murray, his first. Wong misses the front end. If he hits this one, it'll tie the game up, and he does. Will allow the substitution. Zach Mokarik will check back in. Darius Moss to the bench after committing the foul. All tied up at 46. Hawley, heat check here. Larson a little long on that 3-point attempt after he'd hit a couple in a row in the last couple of minutes.
Could just be me. It feels like Kuzik has been playing the entire game.
Yeah.
It feels like he's the only guy that's always bringing up the ball.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. And it's, again, you could say the same thing on the other side with Zach Hawley. Neither of those guys have seen the bench, and Kuzik underneath once again. They saw it at the end of the second quarter as the buzzer sounded. Same thing here. This time it's the shot clock buzzer. Kuzik gets it to drop, and now a 2-point West Van lead as Hawley can't hit. Ball out of bounds. Will stay with West Van.
Checking in for the Highlanders, number 3, Jordan Jessup.
Substitutions on both sides. Mawad Adagari in for Walter Murray. Jordan Jessup and Max Dean in for West Vancouver. Dean's first shift.
Take a look at all these heights. There's only one guy that's 5'11". Everyone else is 6 feet above.
For us 5'10" guys, it's easy to feel a little intimidated. That's an intimidating shot. Nice touch from the corner. Nikolai Kivrich hits for 3. He's got 4 of them tonight for his 12 points. Trouble underneath. Eventually Max Dean able to find the opening. Won't go. Ball go back over to Walter Murray. And the offensive foul, it'll be Dean called for it. His first.
I think you knew in the first half when Murray was missing some of those 3-pointers, a couple of them wide open, everything comes in waves for them too.
Yeah.
So this is their wave right now, bit of a tidal wave, but here comes another one.
Larson, back-to-back misses after back-to-back hits. Ball out of bounds. Hawley couldn't corral it. Back to West Van, down 1, 1:50 to go, third quarter. Winner of this one claims bronze at BRIT 55. This is Kuzik, hesitates. A rare errant shot for him. So back come Hawley and the Marauders. Hawley trying to work his way through traffic, good defense. Ball will stay with Murray, 13 on the shot clock. Open look from the corner. This is Kivich.
That's a great pin by Isaac there.
Kuzik controls. Now he'll spot up for the long jumper. That one comes up well short. Hawley going to spot up from distance. That one a little bit long. Alvarez able to grab the rebound. Under a minute to go now, third quarter. Alvarez on the run. He can't finish. He's going to get a foul, though, called against Walter Murray.
Who are they going to choose for that one?
Foul charge number 12, Steph. Butcher is first.
Okay.
Checking in for the Highlanders. Number 9, Ryan
Butcher going to be called for it.
Luis Lara Alvarez.
Luis Lara Alvarez to the free throw line. First one, no good. 55.2 to go, third quarter. Again, a reminder, championship final coming up after this one. Another miss by Mocharuk. But offensive rebound for West Van and possibly another chance for West Van. Ball out of bounds will stay with the Highlanders. That championship final against St. Francis Xavier out of Edmonton. Holy Cross from Saskatoon. Holy Cross, one of the most successful teams in BRIT history. West Van losing the handle on that one. Back over to Walter Murray. They'll have another substitution. Mateo Gadir into the game. Mocherick will check out. Feels like we've been stuck here at 49-48 for a couple of minutes. Both teams are struggling to take care of the ball. This one will stay with Walter Murray. 16 on the shot clock, 38.8 on the game clock. Hawley will bounce in and then get it right back. He bounces it back high off the glass. That one won't drop for Gadir. Second chance for Walter Murray. This time it's Kivrich for three. Kivrich up to 15 on the night now.
I feel like that's 3 in a row for him, too.
Yeah.
Guy you might want to look for next possession.
Shot clock, game clock virtually identical at this point. So West Van going to milk the clock a little bit here, try to get their next shot to be the last one of the third quarter, and you feel like Kuzik wants to take it. He does. He spots up for the jumper. That one hits. It's going to be Hawley to heave it from three-quarter court. Pretty close for a three-quarter court shot.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, that's impressive playground stuff. Seeing a shot like that almost drop. But as it is a 2-point Walter Murray lead heading in to the fourth and final quarter of play here in Saskatoon in this bronze medal game. We told you a little bit about Walter Murray's path to getting here to this third place game. Well, West Vancouver Highlanders, they've got the full Saskatoon experience. They beat the host team, Bedford Road Redhawks, in game one of the tournament, 90-37, and then also beat St. Joseph from Saskatoon, 63-37. Then they played Holy Cross from Saskatoon this afternoon and lost 63-47. So if you need a scouting report on Saskatoon basketball teams, just talk to the West Vancouver Highlanders. They know all about them.
Absolutely.
Impressive showing for West Van, team that won the Sea to Sky City title last year. They have been at BRIT before, but it's been a while, 20 years since their last appearance here. This is their third time overall. Chance to come away with a bronze medal tonight if they're able to down the Walter Murray Marauders. Walter Murray, two-time BRIT winners. Of course, winning the last year and back in 1990. Ready to go, fourth quarter of play from Bedford Road. Coach Paul Eberhardt from West Van continuing to engage in conversation with the officials.
One of the rare times you're going to see Kuzik on Hawley. I learned before the game from Mr. Eric Fay that they actually play on the same club team.
Oh, wow.
So Kuzik said before the game that he was looking really forward to playing against Zach, obviously, because they know each other quite well.
Sure.
But they don't really match up against each other defensively and
Right.
offensively. But they're doing their own things on the offensive end.
This is Kuzik,
just
and
did.
he puts one up against Hawley and hits. Just underway, fourth quarter of play. Hawley looking for the answer on the other end. He can't get it. It's Kuzik coming down with the rebound. He'll look to run the floor. Kicks it over to Jessup. Now back up high for Kuzik. That one well off the mark.
Heat check. You got to do a heat check
Yeah,
sometimes.
absolutely.
Hit a couple mid-range, take a couple steps back, test out the waters.
Kuzik unofficially up to 27 on the night, which is a huge total in a game with 8-point quarters. This is Hawley, Andrew Hawley putting up the shot from distance. That one won't go. His brother Zach Hawley a little short on the shot from distance. Alvarez, Kuzik. Now Zhao will put it up. Nice touch. Ryan Zhao for three.
Something you're not normally seen from this Murray team of grabbing at the end of your shorts, going to get water at the breaks. They are tired. Even going, they're walking back in for timeouts. Like this 4 games has taken a toll on them for sure.
Mahadi needed that. He hits for three.
Better late than never.
Yeah, absolutely.
Green light here now.
That'll tie things up at 55. Kuzik left alone. He'll put it up from distance. He's got the three-point answer. So lead back up to 3 for West Van. Hawley all the way through, tries to spin it home, gets the friendly roll. He's up to 17 now on the night. Kuzik losing the handle, able to get it back. He's going to turn it over to Walter Murray. Zach will help him back up to his feet. Certainly one of the things that can become a factor if you've followed the Bedford Road Invitational Tournament over the years here on Saturday nights. It's almost got its own kind of weird ecosystem in here because it can be so cold outside, and it's actually not as bad tonight as it can be for many Bedford Road Invitational tournaments. And it gets so warm inside because there's so many people in here. It's like you almost expect to see the fog start rolling in, and you sometimes get the wet spots on the floor.
Like it started off about -5, -6 last night, and then it's got up to about -15 now. So it's almost like the weather knows outside. It's BRIT weekend. Time to get up into that wind chill of -30.
Yeah.
I know last year, wind chill -40, -45. Gets cold. Start asking yourself, BRIT weekend coming soon?
Feels like BRIT weather. This has been your weather on the ones with Simon and Davis.
But
Stay tuned, we'll have traffic coming up next.
For sure, wondering though, as people go down, is there cramping? Is it too warm in here? We getting enough fluids? But yeah, haven't seen a ton of that so far. But these guys are. What I'd like to see. You said Kuzik has 30 points by now.
I'm going to do some very quick math here, Davis. 25, yeah, 30 points.
30 points?
Yeah.
And he has played probably close to 30-some minutes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's been putting in a shift tonight.
Yeah.
He looks like he's probably laboring a little bit now, but see if it's enough for them to pull out a win tonight.
They're young. It's good for them. They can handle it. 1 point West Van lead coming out of the timeout. Andrew Hawley will put up the shot from distance. That one no good. And Andrew, the lone grade 10 player on this Walter Murray team. 5:23 to go. Fourth and final quarter of play in this third place final. Championship final coming up next. Kuzik looking to attack. Larson trying to defend. Instead, he's going to commit the foul, and a chance at a three-point play for Kuzik.
You can see Kuzik almost used the entire 24 seconds there, dribble the ball up top, waiting for the time to attack. They have the lead now. You can get to see how much they really run the court anymore, or if it's going to be more of that settled half-court pace.
Lead 4 for West Van following the completed three-point play by Kuzik. Hawley looking for the screen. Shot will be waved off. Foul on West Van. Julian Lipscomb committing his first foul of the game. Nobody on either side in any real foul trouble. Nobody with more than 2.
Oh. And Lipscomb having only 1 foul?
Correct.
When you're guarding Hawley. That's
Yeah, you're right. That's
pretty good
saying
feat.
something. Kuzik going to spot up for the baby jumper. Nice touch. No one in his face.
I love
What a
that
show.
shot. The mid-range dribble pull-up. I love that.
Hawley looking to attack. He'll kick it to the corner. 3-pointer. That one will drop.
I feel like I'm getting deja vu from the 45 right now.
He's having a great game. Good defense on the other end as well for Kivrich. So back comes Walter Murray. Andrew Hawley will slow things down. Gets it to his older brother, Zach. That one a little short. He's able to get the rebound on his own miss. It's going to be Larson from the top of the key. That one also short. Another offensive rebound. This time it's Gadir coming away with it, but unfortunately for Murray, they end up turning it back over to West Van.
That's great defense, applying pressure without fouling.
Highlanders with the ball and the 3-point lead. Lipscomb, he'll look to go across court. Alvarez from distance, that one no good. Way up to grab the rebound. Kivrich. 3 would tie it. Hawley instead will look to attack on the inside. He can't get it to go. So back comes Kuzik. He'll look to take it all the way through. He's able to spin it to home. Timeout, Walter Murray.
He is a special, special player. You can see he shoots with his right hand. He's finishing primarily with the left hand, like with the reverses. He's having the night right now.
Yeah, just doing some quick math, and unfortunately for me, it's slow math because I've got so many numbers to add up. 22 points here in the second half for Calvin Kuzik. Again, these are the unofficial statistics, but sitting at 37 points is Calvin Kuzik. 37, just a shade under half of his team's 65 points. Not bad.
No, not bad. You
He'll
know what?
take it.
Do you think he knows he has 37?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't really gotten a chance to chat with him during this tournament. I don't know if he's one of those guys who really likes to keep track of those individual stats, but I guess I wouldn't be shocked if that were the case.
Or you'd lose count after that.
Yeah,
points.
it's like, I don't know. Is it triple digits yet?
Yeah.
Are we in Wilt Chamberlain territory?
Yeah.
When you were a player, were you a guy, did you kind of have an idea of your numbers?
No, not really. It's the game moves pretty fast. I think especially with this BRIT game having only the 16-minute halves, I think it moves so fast. And at some point too, you're just focusing on the score of the game, of your score versus the opponent's score. I think that's probably the only thing that matters right now. And after this event, he wants to come away with a win if he's going to come away with that 37 points.
Odds are very good. He'll be coming away with an all-star honor as well, as might this young man, Zach Hawley. So he's gone a little bit cold here in the last few minutes. Lipscomb out on him. Lipscomb knocks it away from Hawley. He's able to track down the loose ball, ends up down on the ground, tries to get it back to Kuzik. Kuzik prevents it from going into the back court. Hawley scoops it up, and now we'll have to see. It will be an unsportsmanlike foul. So shots and possession for Walter Murray, and that is huge on the open court foul.
Okay, I missed that a little bit because we had some fans in front of us. I'm wondering if it's... I'm looking at it on the replay now.
You can see
I think
Hawley,
it might be a clear... No, not a clear path foul.
I think it was just... They must have ruled it a clear path foul because that's probably the only thing it could be. It seems like it's almost an automatic call in that situation where a player's on the run and he has somewhat of an opening.
Yeah.
They're going to give that.
In the clear path foul, the foul needs to take place with no one ahead of them or at that same distance. Yeah.
So it is Walter Murray ball, and Kivrich, you could see he was feeling it, getting ready to put up that shot, and he started to do that before he caught the ball. Murray loses the ball out of bounds. So back over to West Van. West Van with the 3-point lead and a timeout to talk things over. 2:43 to go here in the third place final.
This game's been interesting. I think if you were to just blind us and not show us any of the score clocks, I would say Murray's winning this game. They've gone on some pretty substantial runs, but West Van has just chipped away the entire game. They're getting lots of second chances, lots of free throws, and Kuzik alone has just been able to put this game on his back with about 37 points, right? It's a tough one.
BRIT 55 rolls on. Another reminder, the championship final coming up immediately after this one. Davis and I'll have the call on that. Will it be Saskatoon's Holy Cross claiming their 4th title as they look to inch closer to matching? I believe it's LaBoldis that has the most titles all time with 5, as well as Hansworth out of Vancouver, 5 titles apiece. So if Holy Cross can win tonight, that would be number 4 for them, but they are going to be in a world of, well, not hurt, but it's going to be a challenge tonight because that St. Francis Xavier team is really good. Looking forward to that final. But we've still got 2:43 to go here in our 3rd place game. West Van with the ball and the 3-point lead. Looking to take the Bronze Hardware back to the lower mainland of British Columbia. Nice take here. That's Chili Lipscomb, his first points of the second half after a strong finish to the first. Hawley, dribble between his legs. Now they'll work it around. Mahadi from outside. That one well off the mark. Been a tough night for Faisal Mahadi. Kuzik, long jumper, that one rattles around, gets the friendly roll, does Max Dean. Now the lead up to 7, under 2 to go in this one. Hawley will spot it for 3, that one no good. Alvarez there for the rebound. He'll get into the hands of Kuzik. Draws the double team at half court, ahead to Alvarez. Now we'll get a foul down low, ending up down on the ground is Jake Greenwood from West Van.
And Hawley just hasn't really been able to find his rhythm this second half.
Yeah.
Lots of dribble up threes. Obviously, you want to get back into the game. It's down 7, 2 minutes left. You feel like a little bit of that desperation setting in. But yeah, a lot of his misses up in front rim, and I think he's tired, understandably so.
Moad Edegari into the game for Walter Murray. Yeah, a lot of basketball for this young man this week. And we've talked about it, playing basically every single minute of this tournament. Down to 5 on the shot clock here for West Van with the 7-point lead. And again, Kuzik working the clock and putting up the shot, gets it to go. He's up to 39 on the night. Shot from distance for Murray, won't drop. And now West Van might start to think about just trying to work the clock a little bit, although Kuzik's done a good job of that all night long. He's matched up against Hawley once again. He'll bounce off, nice pass, but good defense down low by Walter Murray. And we get a foul called underneath as Max Dean draws the contact.
Yeah, and Kuzik just doing such a good job now of distributing. He's feeling a lot of pressure, double teams, dishing it off, letting other guys go.
One free throw here will make it a double-digit game. Dean can't hit the front end. So Walter Murray in the bit of desperation time.
Your silent hero tonight, though, number 13 for West Van Lipscomb, he's done a great job stopping Hawley from being on the other end of that 40-point performance. And even though it's not going to show up on the stat sheet for how many stops, how many rebounds, right? That's the stuff that'll win you games. And obviously up 10 now with 1 minute.
Greenwood back in. Walter Murray again, a bunch of guys out there who can hit from distance, including Zach Hawley, who buries the three-pointer. Pulls them back within 7, but time getting short. Kuzik looking to attack. With a foul called against Nikolai Kivrich. That'll be number 4 on him. Been a pretty clean game. Again, no serious foul totals on either side.
And surprising, with 50 seconds left, we're not in bonus yet.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. The ball will stay with West Van. We'll change up the inbounding player. Alvarez comes over now to take over those duties. Kuzik will bring it back up high. 45 seconds to go here in this third place final. Larson trying to pick the pocket of Kuzik, but Kuzik's such a good ball handler. Now he'll look to push it in. That shot off the mark.
You know, in that situation, you almost take a shot clock violation. That's just as good.
Sure.
Right?
Larson, now Kivrich. Kivrich for three! Man, Nikolai Kivrich has had an outstanding game. He's up to 21 points on the night, but now shot clock is off.
Need to have a little more
4-point
pressure.
game, and we do finally get the foul from Walter Murray. 16.7 to go, but that you're saying that probably needed to come a little bit quicker there, Davis.
Well, I think Isaac was running back on defense. He's got to turn around, look to trap him at half right by our scores table. I think 20 seconds left. You're down by 4. You're obviously going for the trap for the steal first, but it's an aggressive trap and steal. And if you get a foul in the process, make him shoot 2 free throws.
Kuzik, unfortunately, probably not the guy you want shooting those free throws. He's outstanding from the free throw line, as he is everywhere on the court. Back up to a 5-point lead. It will still likely be a 2-score game after this shot, so all hope not completely lost for Walter Murray, but they need a quick score and a stop. But first we're going to get a timeout. It's actually West Van who's going to take the timeout and talk things over. 74-68, 16.7 seconds to go.
So this is an interesting thing now because West Van calling a timeout after they score. I bet Coach Hawley just asked, does that mean we get to advance? Yeah, we get to advance the ball to half. And a brand new rule now this year is you get to choose what side of half you want to inbound it in the last 2 minutes.
And so am I correct in thinking then that they'll start in the front court, but they'll be starting with a 14-second shot clock?
Yeah,
Not that that matters in this situation because they're going to be looking for a quick score. But
you know, a lot of the time you don't really call a timeout after you score. So
yeah,
it is a dead ball, so you can. But I'm honestly very interested to see if we are going to get that in the front or the back court.
Looks like I thought I saw Coach Hawley gesture.
And 14 seconds on the shot clock would be the front court.
Yeah. But again, that likely to be immaterial because Walter Murray looking for a quick score and then a stop or a foul likely.
I'm interested to see which side they're going to choose for their imbalance play. I would probably take the side closest to us, facing the BRIT scoreboard, just so you can maybe inbound it, get the ball to your right hand and go. But I'm sure Coach Hawley's going to have something of a 3-point play coming up. It's just going to be who he's choosing to shoot it. Is it going to be Hawley, Zach? Is it going to be Isaac?
So many options.
So many options, right? It could be anyone.
Good problem to have.
Great problem. Going into the timeout, okay, who wants it?
All right, teams emerging from the perhaps somewhat surprising West Vancouver timeout.
This amazing performance by Kuzik makes me wonder who has the single game record for most points. Might have to look into the data for that
question. Is it possibly Robert Sacre?
Ooh, that would be Robert Sacre Hansworth? Or is he not Vancouver College?
Yeah, one of those lower mainland schools.
Yeah. That could be it. Obviously, future Los Angeles Laker.
Yeah. Played at Gonzaga as well. Hawley there to receive the inbounds pass. Hand in his face. He'll put up the three-pointer. That one won't go. Walter Murray briefly had the loose ball. Unable to keep it alive, however, and then Alvarez will draw the foul in the bonus situation, so it'll be free throws for Alvarez.
And Murray with no timeouts now, so they're just going to have to make or miss, grab it, go, quick shot. Time might be a little bit too short now. A little bit surprised with that play call, or maybe something went off script.
Possibly. Saw Coach Hawley talking to his son there on the sideline, maybe talking about what happened there. It was Zach putting up that shot. No players from West Van lining up for the free throws. Both miss, but it lands in the lap of Alvarez, and that's likely going to just about do it. Now 4.8 seconds on the clock, but geez, I mean, the reason he got it is because it was a bad free throw and a long rebound, but man, there's no players from West Vancouver lining up for the rebound, and they somehow come away with the rebound.
Not great to be outnumbered 3-1, and you still get it.
Strong game, strong tournament for Alvarez, who will head back to the free throw line as he ended up drawing the foul. Went 0 for 2 on his last trip. Hits the front end here. Lead now 7. Gives him 8 points on the night. Very well-rounded team, this West Vancouver Highlander squad. Again, a lot of weapons. And now Walter Murray just going to dribble out the final few seconds. Moss will put it up as the buzzer sounds, but it is the West Vancouver Highlanders coming away with the 75-68 victory as they claim bronze at BRIT 55.
That's a tough loss for Murray. I was thinking to myself, when was the last time this team has lost 2 games in a row, right?
Yeah.
I know they went to the
Good
Totem
point.
Hoops in Ross Shep, and they had some tough games there, but for a team that had no losses last year, this is facing some adversity. Obviously, early season adversity is good. And yeah, now I'm a little worried for our Aiden Bowman senior team having to play them on Wednesday. They're going to be fired up and ready to go.
So we'll get a few days rest after this, but again, they had to play so much basketball this week. It's understandable if exhaustion was a little bit of a factor heading into this championship final, but a tough loss, 75-68 once again, the final score, as we welcome you inside the BRIT broadcast booth. Simon Hyatt, Davis Humbert, thank you so much for tuning in for the third place final, and bronze medals once again being claimed by the West Vancouver Highlanders. And don't forget to stay tuned, because coming up right after this one, we're going to have the championship final between St. Francis Xavier out of Edmonton and Holy Cross out of Saskatoon. That should be a good one. Now we're going to hand out some hardware after the third place final, so we'll turn things back over to Jordy Houghton.
10, Luis Lara Alvarez. And the player of the game for the Walter Murray Marauders, number 3, Nikolai Kivrich.
Yeah, Kivrich, an outstanding game. 15 points in the
At
second
this time,
half,
we'd like
all
to
from
invite the
outside
Walter Murray
arc.
Marauders to come in forward and accept their BRIT plaque.
Strong game
Could the
for
captains from the
Alvarez
Marauders please
as
come
well.
forward?
You talked about the great job he did defensively. He ends up being player of the game. Calvin Kuzik might be saying, what do I got to do?
Congratulations to the Marauders, another outstanding tournament.
I'm guessing he probably
Let's
had
have a big hand for the Marauders and best of
one
luck
of
to
the
them
players
in
of
the
the game
rest of
before
their
this one?
season.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would imagine there's some hardware coming his way after the championship final as well. And
And now
in the
could
way
the
of an
captains
all-star.
from the West Vancouver
I'm excited to
Highlanders
see.
please
I'm
come
not sure
forward
if
to
he's committed
accept
to anywhere
their
next year,
third
if
place
he's
trophy
planning
and
to play
plaque.
basketball anywhere next year, but I'm pumped to see him play again sometime soon.
Yeah, very exciting young player. And 36 points on the night, pardon me. 40 points on the night unofficially for Calvin Kuzik. 40 points in a BRIT game, so he ends up
36
with
minutes.
more than half of his team.
Congratulations to the Highlanders. Fantastic third place finish here
Really
at BRIT.
incredible game. We
And best of luck
heard
to them in the
coming
rest of
how
their
good he
season.
was,
Best of luck
averages
to both
30
these
points a
teams
game in
the
league
rest of
play
their
to go along
seasons.
with
And thank
9
you for being a
assists.
part of
And,
BRIT
you're right, Calvin
2025.
Kuzik, a very exciting young player, and will be interesting to see what the future holds for him.
Absolutely.
So congratulations once again to the West Vancouver Highlanders as they claim bronze at BRIT 55. That's going to do it for our coverage of this third place final from the Kelly Bowers Gymnasium at Bedford Road Collegiate. Thank you so much for joining us on behalf of the whole Rogers TV crew and Davis Humbert. I'm Simon Hyatt, reminding you
coming up
in
is the main
just
event,
a
the
few minutes,
championship
the
final,
championship final
featuring the
between
Holy
St.
Cross
Francis
Crusaders
Xavier
and the St. Francis
Saskatoon
Xavier
Holy Cross Crusaders.